Hello, I'm delighted to be joined by Martin Kemp of Wodehouse Direct, who
Hi.
runs an integrated marketing consultancy firm. Now, some time ago, Martin went through our strategic planning process. What did you think about that? What did you think of the whole process?
I thought it was very good actually. It's something that we hadn't thought about before, but it gives me some focus to sort of get my backside kicked, if you like. Being a managing director of a company, it's very little and few people who can actually do that for any company. So it stimulates me to have somebody at the top end having a go at me and sort of saying, right, have you thought of this? Have you done that? So it does work and it's really worthwhile.
And sort of the topics that we covered, we looked at what your personal objectives were, because it's all about what you want out of the business. Have you started to achieve what you wanted to try to achieve, what your personal objectives were?
It's certainly given me some focus, and yes, because it's allowed me to step back a little bit in the administrative side of the business and focus more on new business development and what have you. I'm pleased to be out and about now, whereas before I was sort of tied to administration with the rest of the staff.
And we also looked at the sort of products and services you were, what your business objectives were, and then we came out with some strategic objectives for the business, and it's a question then of reviewing those. And do you often review where the plan has gone?
Absolutely. We look at this on a sort of quarterly basis, me and my senior team, and just pull ourselves back in from time to time, just to make sure that we're on the same wavelength, if you like, and I'm highly delighted with it.
And going forward, presumably we want to review this on an annual basis. I know you've come into the office to see us today, and we're going to go through your process again to see how you've got on with compared to your plans. But obviously targets change and objectives change. Do you see that happening to yourself, or are you very much rigid on where you want to be?
I think there's always room for change and always room for improvement. That's why I endorse an annual review kind of thing. It keeps me on my toes and it's good.
What do you think is the most you've actually got out of it? What's your big takeaway for anybody else who's thinking of going through the process?
I think knowing that you've got someone in the background who specialises in business development as well, and the accountancy side of things, it just helps me and assures me that I've got somebody I can turn to in case there's any difficulties in the business.
And would you recommend this to other people to go through the process?
Absolutely. If you've thought about doing it, certainly do it. I've benefited from it immensely, and you can too.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us.